Your doctor probably told you to watch your diet and exercise more. But here's what they likely never mentioned. 6 ordinary spices sitting in your kitchen right now may actually reverse insulin resistance at the cellular level. Here's how it works. Insulin acts like a key that unlocks your cells so glucose can enter and produce energy. When insulin resistance develops, those locks become damaged. Glucose floods your bloodstream instead, causing chronic fatigue, brain fog, and stubborn belly fat that refuses to leave no matter how little you eat. These 6 spices don't just mask the symptoms. Research shows they reactivate insulin receptors directly inside the cell membrane. But here's the twist. Most people are using the wrong form, the wrong preparation method, or combining them in the wrong order, which makes them nearly useless. One spice on this list, when prepared incorrectly, delivers less than 5% of its potential benefit. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which spice ranks number 1, why the golden combination outperforms them all by a factor of 3, and the precise 30-minute timing window that makes everything work. Before we dive in, drop your age, your fasting blood sugar number, and where you're watching from in the comments below. I personally read every single one and will answer your questions directly. Number 6, fresh ginger score. If you want a gentle starting point that your body can tolerate easily, do this. Take a 1-inch piece of fresh ginger, slice it thin, and steep it in hot water for 10 minutes every morning before breakfast. The active compound here is gingerols, a group of phenolic substances that suppress inflammatory cytokines, specifically TNF-alpha and IL-6, both of which are known to damage insulin receptor sites over time. When chronic inflammation is present in the kidneys and surrounding tissue, insulin signaling weakens. Ginger addresses that upstream cause rather than the sugar number directly. Here is where you need to be honest with yourself, though. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Ethnic Foods involving 88 participants with type 2 diabetes showed that ginger supplementation reduced fasting blood glucose by approximately 5% over 12 weeks. That is real, but it is modest. Ginger does not interact with GLUT4 receptors, does not stimulate insulin secretion, and does not improve peripheral glucose uptake in muscle tissue. For older adults managing kidney function alongside blood sugar, ginger is safe and anti-inflammatory, but it should not carry the full weight of your strategy. Number 5, cumin and black pepper score. Cumin contains active compounds called cuminaldehyde and thymoquinone. These work by stimulating digestive enzyme activity in the pancreas and small intestine, which slows carbohydrate breakdown and reduces post-meal glucose spikes. A clinical trial published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences found that cumin improved fasting insulin levels by around 11% in overweight subjects over 8 weeks. Practical use is simple. Add half a teaspoon to soups, rice, or lentils daily. Black pepper, however, is the multiplier in this entire system. Its compound piperine has been studied extensively for its ability to increase the bioavailability of other nutrients by inhibiting intestinal enzymes that would otherwise break them down too quickly. Research from St. John's Medical College in India demonstrated that piperine can enhance curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. This is not a rounding number. It is the reason why taking turmeric without black pepper is essentially half a solution. For kidney patients specifically, piperine also has mild antifibrotic properties, meaning it may slow scar tissue formation in renal tubules, though this is still an emerging area of research. Number 4, fenugreek seed score. Fenugreek seeds contain a rare amino acid called 4-hydroxyisoleucine, which is not found in significant quantities in any other common food. This compound directly stimulates the translocation of GLUT4 transporters to the surface of muscle cells. To put that plainly, insulin resistance blocks glucose from entering muscle cells, partly because GLUT4 channels retreat inward and become inactive. Fenugreek's amino acid pulls those channels back to the cell surface, allowing glucose clearance even when insulin signaling is partially damaged. The preparation method matters significantly here. Soak 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds in a small glass of water overnight. Eat the softened seeds on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, then drink the soaking water. Do not cook them, as heat degrades 4-hydroxyisoleucine substantially. A study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked participants over 6 weeks and found that this soaking method reduced fasting blood glucose by up to 32%. For older adults with compromised kidney function, fenugreek is generally considered safe at 1 teaspoon daily, though those on dialysis should consult their nephrologist given its potassium content. Number 3. Ceylon cinnamon score. Ceylon cinnamon contains type A polymers called methyl hydroxychalcone polymers, or MHCPs, which activate insulin receptor kinase and inhibit insulin receptor phosphatase. In practical terms, this means these compounds turn on the insulin signaling pathway, even when actual insulin is struggling to do so. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, covering 10 randomized controlled trials, found that Ceylon cinnamon reduced fasting blood glucose by an average of 10 to 29 milligrams per deciliter, depending on baseline levels. The word of caution here is critical. Cassia cinnamon, the cheap variety sold in most supermarkets, contains high levels of coumarin, a compound that can cause liver and kidney damage with regular use. For someone already managing kidney disease, this distinction is not optional. Ceylon cinnamon has negligible coumarin levels by comparison. For maximum absorption, lightly toast half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon in 1 teaspoon of coconut oil over low heat for about 60 seconds before adding it to warm milk or oatmeal. The fat-soluble compounds in cinnamon absorb through lipid pathways, so this step increases bioavailability by roughly 4 times compared to taking it dry. Number 2. Turmeric as golden paste score. Curcumin, the active polyphenol in turmeric, has been shown in peer-reviewed research to activate AMP-activated protein kinase, or AMPK, the exact same enzyme that metformin targets. Beyond glucose metabolism, curcumin protects beta cells in the pancreas from oxidative stress and inflammatory damage. In people with insulin resistance, beta cell degradation is a slow, ongoing process. Curcumin interrupts that process. A study in diabetes care found that curcumin supplementation over 9 months reduced the progression from prediabetes to full type 2 diabetes by 16% compared to the placebo group. Raw turmeric powder consumed on its own has very poor bioavailability, less than 1% absorption in the gut. The solution is golden paste. Combine 2 tablespoons of turmeric powder with half a cup of water, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Simmer on low heat, stirring constantly, for about 7 minutes until it forms a thick paste. Store it in the refrigerator and use half a teaspoon daily mixed into warm milk or food. Number 1. Golden Spice Milk Score. This is not simply turmeric milk. It is a precisely engineered synergy where Ceylon cinnamon activates insulin receptors, curcumin triggers AMPK, and protects beta cells. Ginger reduces the inflammatory damage blocking those receptors. Black pepper amplifies the absorption of every other compound by up to 2,000%. And coconut oil provides the fat medium that makes all of it bioavailable simultaneously. A study tracking participants over 30 days who consumed this combination daily reported improvements in insulin sensitivity ranging from 29% to 46%. That range depends on baseline severity, consistency, and timing. I am going to give you the exact recipe, the precise preparation steps, and the specific timing window that maximizes its effect in just a moment. But there is one critical warning about this combination that people using diabetes medication need to hear before they start, because getting this wrong can drop your blood sugar dangerously low. The golden spice milk. Start this one small ritual today, and your blood sugar monitor may show you something different within the next 30 days. Pour 1 cup of unsweetened milk into a small saucepan. Add half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, half a teaspoon of turmeric, a quarter teaspoon of fresh ginger, a small pinch of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. Warm it gently over low heat, stirring slowly. The moment you see steam rising, take it off. Never let it boil, because heat above 80 degrees Celsius begins breaking down curcumin's active structure. Drink it 30 minutes before your largest meal of the day. That timing window is deliberate. It allows the MHCP compounds from Ceylon cinnamon to pre-activate insulin receptor kinase. So when glucose arrives from your meal, your cells are already primed to receive it. The coconut oil here is not optional. It is the delivery vehicle. All 4 active compounds in this mixture are fat-soluble, meaning without a lipid carrier, your gut absorbs almost none of them. Research tracking this specific combination over 30 days showed insulin sensitivity improvements between 29% and 46%. For kidney patients on metformin or any diabetes medication, please speak with your doctor first. This combination is genuinely potent, and combining it with medication without guidance can push your blood sugar lower than is safe. Here is what the research actually shows. No single spice fixes insulin resistance overnight, but this combination, prepared correctly, consumed consistently, timed precisely 30 minutes before your largest meal, produces measurable changes in 30 days. You now know the mechanism, the preparation method, and the warning. The only variable left is whether you start today or keep waiting. Subscribe so you do not miss the next video where we cover exactly which foods are silently destroying your insulin receptors every morning. Leave a comment with your fasting blood sugar number right now. See you there.